welcome back to Mitzi's Kitchen. Tonight I am making a make-ahead breakfast because I have some guests who will be here in the morning, and I want to be able to visit with them, have some coffee, and not worry about making breakfast. So we're doing an egg strata that will sit in the refrigerator overnight. It will pull it out of the refrigerator in the morning, put it in the oven, and bake it for an hour, and breakfast will be ready. This is kind of an all-in-one breakfast. Serve it with a cup of coffee and or a glass of champagne if you're doing brunch, and you're all set. So I'm starting out, I'm making two separate ones, one vegetarian, one with meat. So we've got a soy sausage and we have a meat sausage. I'm starting out with a dozen eggs here. And we're going to put in a combination of 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of half and half. Need to grab my whisk here, which I forgot to grab earlier. So you want to whisk these all together. Get them broken up good there. This is something I like to do when I know I'm not going to have much time in the morning, or I just don't want to bother with it the next morning. It's simple, it's very tasty, very fulfilling, and I think it's nice for either a comfort meal type breakfast or any time of the year. It's one of those things you can serve 12 months out of the year. So there we have those fairly well whisked up. I'm going to add about an 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Get a little more of that out of there. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. This is a Hungarian sweet paprika. Use whatever you have. Don't run out and buy anything. A 1.5 teaspoons salt. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, regular old ground pepper. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of a dry ground mustard here, and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, about a teaspoon of brown sugar, and about 1.5 teaspoons of A1 sauce. We'll whisk all of that in so it's nicely combined. This recipe goes fast. It takes just minutes to measure out your portions the night before. You won't have them in little bowls like this, of course, but just to say, it will go just as quickly for you. Okay, there we have our egg mixture. Now what I've done is, you can use any type of bread you have. Use your old bread, your day-old bread, stale stuff. Butter one side of it. These happen to be some butterflake rolls I've had in the refrigerator for a few days. They'll work just fine. Let's clear out some of this stuff here. So we have a little more room. So I've got 2 8x8 pans here. What I'm going to do is do 2 layers here. I'm going to put these butter side down in the bottom of my baking dish. And of course, if you're using regular bread, yours are going to be more uniform than mine are. Doesn't make any difference. I also sprayed these pans with a non-stick spray just for a little added measure. Make sure that we're not going to have any eggs sticking to the sides. Okay, and then we're going to layer half of our cheese on each one. So I've got 4 cups of cheese here. We'll put about a cup on top of each one for now. This is not an exact science. Like I said, if you have close to the amount, go ahead and do it. It doesn't make that much difference. So now I've got my vegetarian, the soy product of sausage here. I'll put a layer of that on. I'll finish off this vegetarian one first so we don't contaminate. I won't have to run to the sink and wash my hands, and we'll get through this quickly. So I'm going to put half my sausage down. Just kind of try to get it distributed over the whole thing. And I'll put down, oh excuse me, another layer of my bread. Another layer of cheese. Another cup. And the rest of our sausage here. I almost grabbed the wrong one, excuse me. Okay, we have that all distributed pretty nicely there. Then I'm going to come in here with my egg mixture. We'll put about half of this on top of here. Just pour it around and make sure you're getting everything covered. This is going to be about 4 cups on each side. This is a nice 1 cup measure here, so it works pretty well for eyeballing it. Again, you don't have to be precise. Okay, there's our vegetarian side. We'll do the same for our meat side here. Put down half of our sausage, which we've cooked off and crumbled and drained. Of course, we don't want to have a lot of grease in there, or as little grease as possible. Okay, come in with the rest of our bread. I didn't have a lot of bread here, but I had enough. And it does puff up as it bakes. So you really don't notice the gaps. Okay, let's put the rest of our sausage on. This is a very tasty dish. I know your guests will be happy with it. I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, now we'll finish ladling this on to our meat side here. Okay, there we have it. In the morning, all you'd have to do is preset your oven to 325 degrees. Put these in for 1 hour. It's going to be a delicious breakfast. You can serve it with a little fruit if you'd like, a fruit salad or a fruit compote, and you've got the perfect meal. Thank you for joining us.